Okay. Just waiting for the chat. Boom. I think we're live. Hang on. Can I still connect? Yes, we are live. Welcome, everyone, to the Dr. Norbert and Huggy Bear Show. This is a Season 9 TTS League Finals match. We have another match. This is the only this one and one left to go for the knockout rounds that I'm here to present to you alongside my co-host, the Huggy Bear. Hello, Huggy.
Hello, Norbert.
How are you today?
I may or may not have been to a party last night, which means that I may or may not be a little tired.
That's okay. We're in the evening time. We're just going to lounge on a Sunday evening, relaxed
Yeah.
way, showing an exciting game to all the fans out there who love MCP.
I definitely have an urge for some quality MCP.
Yeah. Now you had your match. We streamed it last time. Gosh, what was it on Saturday? Saturday morning, very early.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't make it through, but really a masterful
Oh,
game to watch for somebody who had a lot of things going against them with regards to the scenario and some of the turn zero choices and things. Really interesting to watch. But I'm sorry you're knocked out.
yeah. It was a great game. I'm not dissatisfied by my plays. I rewatched it and found a couple of errors that I made that could have impacted things possibly. But overall, I think I played an okay game. But that's not always enough. You need to also be a bit lucky, and you also need your opponent to play a less good game than
Yeah.
you, and that was certainly not the case. And Rasselas was a deserving winner.
Yeah. He was and a really nice guy. Great.
Yeah, really nice guy.
All right, since we're a little bit behind, let's get right to the game and quickly take a look at the rosters, and then I'll tell them that they can roll off. We have first Insidiously Mad. He's from England. In fact, he's from London in my club, Connor. Really excited to see him play. He has got the Amazing Spider-Man, Black Cat, Dr. Voodoo, Ghost Spider, Juggernaut, Venom, Toad, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Moon Knight, and Lizard. His crises are Cosmic Invasion, Infinity Formula, Riot Spark, and then he's got Deadly Legacy Virus, Spider Infected, and Struggle for the Cube. Quickly, we'll talk about that in a minute, but on the other side, we have Coffeytime, an old-time player.
Ooh.
He's been in this league for many, many seasons now. He's coming to us from Missouri in the United States. He is playing Honey Badger, Gambit, Domino, Cyclops, Beast, Juggernaut, Rogue, Storm, Toad, and X-23, and playing Mutant Extremists, Fear Grips, Alien Ship, Sword Base, Portals, and Mutant Madmen.
All pay to flips there.
Yeah, and all X-Men, so not so surprising. So,
No, it's really awesome to see a classic matchup of some classic style MCP, Malekith-less
yes,
MCP.
no Malekith. And as everybody probably knows by now, Malekith has been changed significantly. Those changes will go into effect for the Sweet 16 round, which is the round after this one, because we didn't want to interrupt this round midstream, so to speak. And let's see. It
Those
looks
are small changes, but very impactful.
very much. We'll talk about it in a slow point. Right now, we saw Coffeytime win the roll-off. I'm not sure which he picked. We'll find that out. And it's Struggle for the Cube and Portals Overrun City. Why did you go, ooh?
Because I think that I assume if I remember correctly, Coffeytime was the only one running portals,
Okay, yep.
and I actually don't think that scenario is that crisis is as bad as you might think for Web Warriors, especially not if you're running the Peter Parker leadership. So will for sure be interesting to see what Insidious picks there.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, I'm getting some messages. No,
Classic Miles or Sexy Peter?
Who? Ooh. What crisis type did Prio player pick? Okay. Just asking to see which one they depict, and then we can also then see what the threat level is. Okay, cool. The map tonight is brought to us by our good friend Pat. Pat, ooh, this is a new one for me, I think. Research Station, sci-fi terrain. Man, he's a man of so many talents.
A man of many maps.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. All right. So let's take a look at this map and see how it's going to play out with these crises now locked down. Oh, there we are. That's good. Gosh, it's a little confusing. Okay, so we have solar panel 2 over here, size 3 here, size 4 hauler, space hauler here, size 3 cargo thing, size 3 on the side here, and size 2. So looks like now Insidious got the Lost Prio, and they are playing 18 points. 18 points is what they're playing. And it turns out Coffeytime picks secures.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. But like I said, I don't think Insidious should be too disappointed with that. There are some fun shenanigans that Peter Parker can do. He can, for instance, deploy centrally and reach the home portal of Coffeytime, last activation round 1, to do a cheeky flip on his side. So we'll see what happens. X-Men are otherwise, of course, specialists on the cheeky home flip.
Yeah.
Juggernaut is a big fan of those moves with the storm jump. And First Class is an amazing tactics card when it comes to pay to flips like this.
All right, let's take a look at these crises so people can understand what we're talking about. Let's do the secure first, which is the portals over on City with Spider People. This is a D map. Each portal is worth 1 VP, and if you interact with it, you have to roll your energy defense. And if you get the crit, wild, or hit, then and have more results than healthy characters contesting it, you control the portal. But if you roll at least 1 skull, the interacting character is placed within 2 of its current position, which the opposing player resolves.
Yeah, and there's an interesting sort of paradox or conundrum built into that, because it means that if you have high energy defense, it means that you're more likely to flip the objective in your favor, but that means that you're also more likely to roll a skull and get displaced. So it's not necessarily always better to have a high energy defense, even though you might think that at first glance. And it also depends on if there are people contesting. I mean, if you have 3 energy defense and there are no contesters, you still have, I think it's 85% chance to flip or something.
Okay.
And it's a 50-50 if there's 1 contester. And if you have 4 and there's 1 contester, you got like 75 or 80% or something from my napkin math here. But it means that if you have 4 energy defense, you are decent at flipping secures, even if there's 1 contester. But you also run the risk of getting placed. So the sweet spot, I'd say, would be 3 energy defense and no contesters. So a 3 energy defense with a displace is my go-to, definitely.
Cool. All right. Looks like they are just about putting their teams down, so we get to see what choices are being made. I haven't seen the little things coming up yet. Everything's a little slow today. Everyone's had a very heavy lunch, or supper, I should say. All right, here it comes. Yeah, it's just going really slowly.
I had a heavy supper.
What did you have for supper?
I had a big greasy pizza.
Oh,
which my body needed.
Yeah, after what was the party last night?
It was supposed to be this little mingle, little glug
Yeah,
mingle,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then it turned out to be a bit more than that.
Was this with adult friends?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's people in from the neighborhood close by. We all have kids that go to the same school, and
Oh,
yeah, so
super nice.
real nice, real nice. But I'm too old for that shit.
That's all right. It's the season.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's take a look at these rosters. And let's start over here. On the Web Warrior side, we have Lizard, Ghost Spider, Black Cat, Dr. Voodoo, and Amazing Spider Man. Awesome. And we're playing Fallback, Aunt May's Wheat Cakes, All Webbed Up, Spider Tracker, and Brace for Impact.
I love this team.
Yeah.
It's, we're gonna see some Peter Parker leadership, which is awesome, and I think it's better than, like I said, at first glance, on this crisis. And I also really love Lizard on this secure crisis because he is basically perfect for running around and just flipping secures. He has 3 energy defense. He has a displace. He has multiple displaces, in fact, and he's very tanky. So his only downside, basically, is not being too good at generating power. However, we're also playing Cosmic Cubes, which means that if he picks one of those up, he's gonna generate twice as much power as normal, and he's gonna heal the damage back with his healing factor. So he is an ideal cube holder in my book.
All right, we've got on the other side Storm, Rogue, Domino, X-23, Honey Badger, and Beast. Oof, wide team.
Also a beautiful team.
Yeah. Cards are First Class, Brace for Impact, Mission Objective, To Me, My X-Men, and Exceptional Healing.
This is this is all quality characters.
Yeah.
Right, left, and center.
Really
So,
excellent to see these guys. Not the usual stuff, and really solid teams and huge teams. Wow.
Possibly a little surprised not to see Juggernaut, because he is so incredibly fast and can threaten the Insidious home portal round 1 to possibly netting the X-Men a 4-0 lead on the secures, since First Class makes it so that they can just spam the pay to flips and be really favored in getting them over to their side. So yeah, but instead, obviously, Coffeytime went with a wide, slightly more damage oriented option with X-23 and Honey Badger. I don't know if he took Jonathan. It doesn't look like it. So
No.
Honey Badger is, for scoring purposes, a dead character, so to speak.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So even though Coffeytime has 1 more model, they have 5 scoring models each.
Right. Okay. Cool. Right, the characters are going down fast and furiously. We have Amazing Spider-Man so far, dead center. Ghost Spider on the left, Black Cat on the right. What you were saying?
Looks like he's set up that cheeky home flip move that I talked about earlier.
Ah, nice. Lizard going down on the bottom of the screen, so the left flank.
Yep. Very expected to have Lizard directly opposite of a cube, because a double move will take him to the opponent's side to pick up that.
Keep in mind, Coffeytime is the one with priority.
Yes.
Then we have, in the middle we have Beast, X-23 on the left flank, and even further up is Domino. Honey Badger on the right, quite some ways from X-23, not as close as you often see, and looks like Storm at the bottom.
Yep.
Joe Manji in the chat is sending that being wider than Web Warriors on Portal should be good for the X-Men.
Yep. Definitely. On paper, the X-Men are definitely favored. on the secure part at least. So we'll see what happens. Then again, the X factor here is that Insidious have 2 stealing characters in Voodoo and Black Cat, whereas Coffeytime have none of those shenanigans. So there's a great chance that we will see 1 or 2 steals over the course of the game, and that can be the crucial point swing that you need.
So Insidious has put Dr. Voodoo up on the top of the screen, so on his far right flank, and the Rogue, which is the last character Coffee was going to put down, went all the way on the top flank.
Yeah. My reasoning here, given the fact that Coffeytime has Prio and also is running first class, if I were Insidious, I would try to go quite hard on one side rather than spreading out too thin, because Coffeytime is going to have, by force of first class, is going to have more chances to flip each objective, since everyone has a virtual extra power, so to speak. So if you gang up on one side and secure that, you run less of a risk to going 3-1 round 1 on the secures, which could be devastating, because he has to expect not getting a lead on the extracts, depending, of course, on what Coffeytime will do here. I think we can expect him to move up X23 to the middle, grab that cube, and then do a second move down to the southern left cube from our point of view, so that she will be holding 2 cubes.
Okay.
Because she has healing factor 2.
Yeah.
Which means that she will heal all the cube damage back at the end of her activations. So that is a really interesting, really effective mechanic when it comes to this crisis.
All right. We have X23. Looks like she is examining whether to go ahead and steal that middle cube. And looks like she's going for it. I don't know if she'll pick it up, but she's definitely going to be in a position to do so.
Yep.
I'm having trouble deciding which of the 2 little pictures in the heads-up display is actually X23, because both young ladies with brown hair flying around.
Yeah, you're right. The top one.
Yeah, top one.
The one showing her right shoulder is X23, and the other one is Honey Badger.
All right. Great.
But you're right. They are
remarkably similar. Oh, it looks like a double steal going on here. Can she pull it off?
She can.
Nice.
It's a classic move. Denying Lizard that offensive steal.
Yeah, very smart on Coffee's part. He could have gone to either side, couldn't he have? But he certainly went straight down to the one that Lizard was threatening.
Yeah. The thing is that the hauler in the middle sort of forced Beast to stand slightly to the right, so maybe he didn't want to risk to be just out if he went with the left side, but now he's denied. I mean, that Lizard move was kind of telegraphed, so he's denied him that.
Sure.
And now forcing if Insidious wants to have 3 cubes instead of 2, he has to move Voodoo up to stand right in front of Rogue and Domino.
Yeah.
Which is not a healthy thing to do.
No. So nice deployment setup by Coffee, I think.
For sure.
Taking into account the board state. All right. Lizard has moved up, picked up the cube on his side of the table. Now, the question is what he'll use his second activation for. Looks like he's going to go and get ready to flip that portal next turn by staying outside of X23's threat range.
Yep. But also contesting it, I think, in order to possibly causing a bad forcing Coffeytime to have a slightly better dice roll than he would otherwise have needed.
Yeah, exactly.
A little it's always a bit risky placing your models outside of the diamond, so to speak. Imagine the D secures as a diamond formation.
Yep.
If you're a medium mover and you're standing like inside of the diamond, then you can definitely reach the other two of the other secures with a double move.
Interesting.
If you stand outside of the diamond, then you basically need to be a long mover to do the same thing.
Okay. And
I haven't measured it out with a medium base, medium move. It could be doable. It certainly could be doable, but I'm not sure.
when you say inside the triangle, do you mean do you have to be 1 inch inside of the, let's say, bottom portal? Or do you have to be 1 inch?
You don't have to be far inside, but this is clearly outside.
Yeah. But I'm just asking for my own education. So if I'm standing on the point, that's enough to be inside, so to speak, or is it?
I think it's just enough if you stand exactly on the point.
Okay.
But I'm not. Don't quote me on that. But
okay. We'll have to do some investigations.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and that is something that a USP for Black Widow, actually, since being a long mover that can score stuff is a bit better than you might think on first glance.
Yeah, especially these D scenarios. No, just having water tonight, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I was considering a cocktail, but not tonight, Norbert. Not this particular night.
So was it just glug that was happening last night, or other beverages?
There was almost not a trace of glug. It was
Oh.
beer and whiskey.
All right, Storm's moved up to contest that bottom portal. She's rolling and has gotten the 2 successes. She owns that portal for now.
Yep.
No skull. Not what Insidious would like to see, I'm sure.
Oh. Definitely not.
All right. Let's see. Who else is down that way? Honey Badger near X-23. We're moving back. Yeah.
I think we can expect Peter Parker to go last. Here, given the fact that he can reach any of the points.
Amazing.
Then again, we forgot to mention the fact that Coffeytime is running 6 wide means that he will have both the first and the last activation, which is quite powerful with on his first class turn.
Okay, Ghost Spiders decides to try to flip that portal and fails. Oh, and rolls a skull, no less.
Oh,
the worst result.
Not good for Insidious.
No, Ghost Spider is now going to be out of position, although she does have another action, so she can try to get.
That means that Insidious is going to be forced to have another character go do that.
Yep.
And that is real bad news. That is basically 1 VP in favor of Coffeytime.
Yep. Yeah, that's a bummer. Right. So she's going to give up on that point and go down to help out Lizard, it looks like.
Yep. And as we mentioned, he does have some objective stealers in Black Cat and Voodoo, but the failed flip on Gwen here is going to make it even more necessary for those characters to spend power to flip objectives, which means that it's going to take longer for them to get to the all-important power level to afford their superpowers that steal extracts of the opponent.
Yeah. All right. Back over to Coffee. And he's decided to move Domino. Domino looks like she's going to pick up a cube. He also had Rogue there.
Yeah.
Rogue tends to make a lot of power on her own. So doesn't really need a cube to help her.
It depends on if you whether you can get her into the thick of things.
Sure.
If I were Coffeytime here, I would assume that he's in such a good position to get a lead round one. So I would actually, over the course of this game, try and make as few attacks as possible.
Right.
Only one really necessary, because doing attacks to the opponent only feeds them power to do more of the cool stuff. And as long as he's in the driver's seat, he's winning, unless something unexpected happens. And unexpected things happen when you roll dice, so let's just not roll too many dice.
Yep.
It's one way of thinking about that.
Domino was able to flip his portal, so that's 2 portals so far to Coffeytime. Black Cat's going to try to flip the home portal on Insidious' side. Does make it this time. No skull. And
yeah, another fail there would have been devastating.
Yeah. And he's happy to let her sit there. Nope, he's measuring. Decided to move back a little bit. Didn't want any X-23 claws in his face.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's time for, we'll see Coffeytime. Yeah. Going for the northern
portal. Yep.
Portal here. Before Voodoo can move up and flip it, because he only has 2 energy defense, which means that he's only rolling 2 dice.
Yeah.
But as long as there are no contesters, that's still a 75% chance to flip. So that's pretty okay. But if there is a contester, that goes down significantly to something like, I don't know, 30%. So if you are about to interact with a pay to flip and have 2 energy defense, you really don't want there to be a contester standing.
Yep. So Rogue, Insidious is moving up Voodoo, grabbing the cube. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to be within 3 of Rogue.
Yep.
Maybe shoot her once.
Yep, for sure. Start to build up some power.
Yep. 2 hits with a crit.
The challenge for Insidious in this game, by judging from how it's looking so far, is that he is the one that's going to want to turn this into a brawl.
Yeah.
Because everything points to a round 1 lead for Coffeytime. So he is going to be the beatdown, so to speak. Insidious is going to have to come to Coffeytime, while Coffeytime can just try and avoid. And the problem for Insidious is that his team is not that much geared towards damage dealing, if we're being perfectly honest.
Whose isn't?
Insidious.
Yeah.
Black Cat and Ghost Spider aren't perhaps the 2 characters that first come to mind when you think about damage dealing. Even though Ghost Spider can explode quite a bit when she is full on power, but that usually means that she has been dazed at some point in time, and she needs to be really careful not to get KO'd. So she's a glass cannon when she's full on power, but otherwise not hitting very hard.
All right, we have that was Honey Badger moving close to X-23. We have the last of Insidious's activations now. It's Amazing Spider-Man, but keep in mind Beast is still able to activate, and he's got a great movement capability too. So
yep.
Just came down to where does Amazing Spider-Man want to kind of have the focus of the battle take place, and it seems like it's on the bottom point.
He has good movement, but lackluster energy defense.
Mm-hmm.
And but the interesting thing is that Coffeytime has not yet used his Storm Jump from Storm's leadership. So I think we might see we could possibly see a Beast jumping off of Domino there and trying to go for Insidious's home portal.
Oh, right. Okay.
But it's not going to be great odds for the flip. But oh no, sorry. X23 used the storm jump. You're perfectly right. Trim the cat. I for some reason in my mind thought it was a to me my X-Men move.
Also, we neglected to mention that first class was used. The tactics card first class was used because it has to be used in the beginning of the game, and power phase.
It can be used at
power
the start
phase.
of any power phase, I think, but it's obviously most powerful round 1.
Yeah, when people are low on power. So anyway, that's been flipped. Now here's Amazing Spider-Man trying to flip this portal. He needs 2 successes, and he gets them. No skull, just what Insidious needed to stay in this game a little bit easier.
Yep. So now we're looking at a 5-4 situation, which is not too bad at all for Insidious. Something needs to happen over the course of the game, but he has his Steelers, which can certainly help with doing what's needed.
All right, let's see where Beast goes to see what kind of... So people watching at home, you don't see it, but X23 is actually holding 2 cubes. That's why it's 5-4 currently.
Yep. Indeed.
There's a spruce tree over here, by the way, Huggy. It's worth size 2. Let's see if that tree gets...
Nice.
A little Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It's a nice little theme as we move into... It's almost St. Nicholas Day.
Is it today?
It's Tuesday. It's on Tuesday.
In some countries, kids get gifts today. Then
on the Sunday before,
St. Nicholas Day,
on St. Nicholas Day itself. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I did when I was a kid, growing up in a German family. How about in Sweden?
It's not a Swedish tradition, but my dad's second wife is from Hungary, and so she brought that tradition to our family.
Ah, okay, awesome. And so your youngster is going to get something on Tuesday?
Well, not really.
No.
His birthday is on Monday, so
the curse of the December child come yet again.
Yeah. I actually got my first miniatures on a St. Nicholas Day.
Ooh, can you remember what they were?
Yeah, they were these do-it-yourself molds with the.
Oh wow!
Prince August tin soldiers.
Tin soldiers, yeah.
The medal is called tin, right?
Yeah. Oh, amazing. So they were what? Renaissance Swedish soldiers or something?
18th century, Great Northern War.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
But it was my first contact with painting and
To Me, My X-Men is happening.
Yeah.
So Beast has moved once and played To Me, My X-Men.
Interesting.
You want to tell everybody what it does?
Yeah. The leader, an X-Men leader, can spend any number of power, and for each power spent, a fellow X-Man can do a short move towards them. And it looks like Beast wanted to get an attack into Peter Parker here.
Yeah, interesting.
So I assume that he is gonna see if he can get lucky, generate 2 power to be able to throw Peter Parker off the point, and then have a decent chance maybe of flipping it, because there are currently 2 contesters.
Yeah.
So I don't really judge it as very likely.
So 2 hits, but going into 2 saves. Is it just? Yeah. But he gets to place himself next to it, so it was worth it regardless, because he's just going to be where he wants to be anyway. And as Joe Manji says, Beast will interact for free.
Yeah, the problem is that he only has 2 energy defense, so he cannot flip it. Because there are 2 contesters.
Okay.
So he cannot, because you don't explode crits when you.
Okay, so he decided to place himself then on the far side of ASM, and that's
Gwen,
yeah,
which is dangerous.
Oh yeah, there she is, having a little party back here in the back room. Right. So that was good for Insidious. So the score goes to 5-4, as we predicted. It could have been worse.
Definitely could have been worse. Could have been a 6-3, and that is a big difference. It makes a huge difference.
All right. Players will reset the table, around rather, and it'll be back to coffee time. No, Beast went last, right?
Yep.
So
priority flips to Insidious, yes.
Interesting. Big moment for Insidious then to try to take control of this game.
Yep.
All right, let's see what he decides to do. This will be very, very interesting. Good game so far.
Oh yes, this is the MCP we love. The chess game, the alternating activations, the tightly scoring extracts and secures, and where every single move counts for a lot.
Okay. How's everybody out there tonight? I hope you had a nice weekend. Hope you're getting ready, getting into the Christmas spirit. Ho, ho, ho. Who needs more models? Anybody need more MCP models? Is Santa Claus going to help you fill out your collection? Let us know. How's your collection doing, Huggy?
I'm currently I own everything available so far.
Oh.
Save for 1 or 2 terrain kits.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty good, but I'm certainly looking forward to Pyro and Blob and
Me too.
And the Weapon X pack hitting shelves close to here as soon as possible.
Right. Somebody's attacking somebody. It looks like 3 hits, including a couple of wilds.
Yeah.
Is it Lizard into Storm? Yeah.
Yeah.
Trim the Cat wants to know, this is the important question. You may own everything, Huggy, but how much of that is painted?
No comment. Let's... I'd say maybe 40-50%.
Oh, that's not so bad.
No.
It's always easier buying.
You can see here behind me my cupboard of my painted models.
Okay. Ooh, nice little box there. Nice Swedish design there.
Yeah, it's IKEA.
Of course.
Obviously.
Right. So Lizard was able to, how much damage did he put? They haven't done the damage just yet, but throw her off the points as well. And it looks like attacking her a second time. Maybe she saved all the damage the first time around. 2 hits into 1 save.
Have 2 saves actually because of the X-Men leadership.
Oh, of course, yes. Which is cover.
Yep.
That's probably why he didn't do any damage.
So
but he never does. He usually doesn't do much damage. He's all about control and being...
No, his job this game is, I'd say, running around and flipping secures.
Yeah.
There was the option for Insidious to pass at this point. I don't think that would have been such a bad idea, maybe. But yeah.
Beast into Ghost Spider.
Yep.
As you predicted too. Trim the Cat, congratulations on ordering the new models coming out. I'm sure they'll be out in time for Christmas for you. And he ordered the Weapon X box, so he's got the nice piece of terrain in there too. Yeah, yikes. 2 hits into no saves on Ghost Spider. So she's taking 2 hits. Feeding Beast loads of power. He's on 4.
Yep. Soon I want to start seeing some Peter Parker slows on stuff.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Making use of that leadership, putting slow on the X-Men. that is really, really good on D secures. Slowing someone on a flank and double running away from them and just watch them be sad and not being able to get anywhere without wasting a turn shaking the slow.
Yeah, really good point. Okay.
Oh,
What's this? Is he throwing?
Beast throwing Peter Parker into Ghost Spider.
Yikes.
Ow, ow, ow.
Is he size 3, Parker?
He's size 2.
Size 2. Okay, so 3 damage. She's got to dodge, but she's terrible at dodging stuff.
Yeah.
She's very delicate. I just took advantage of the Black Friday sales, and I bought the 2 Winter Guard boxes.
All right.
And I bought the Hydra Red Skull and the Strucker boxes. And then also bought the Prime Sentinel.
Cool.
The sale.
What's your next project for?
I'm gonna play the new Malekith Cabal because I got that model. I want to paint it up next and try it out. And then after that, Winter Guard. Maybe X-Men though, with Pyro coming out.
I think X-Men are severely underrated in the current meta.
Yeah. Well, now that Mal got corrected as well, I think they're gonna come out in force.
Did you see that block?
Yeah, fantastic block. She was having none of it. She was like, "No thanks, Beast."
Or dodge?
She dodged him. We must have missed the dodge because I think that was an attack. Because now he's moving. Insidious is going again. So Ghost Spider made it out of there.
He actually used brace.
Oh, I see it there. Yeah, brace. Perfect.
But for some reason he didn't. Or he elected not to pay for it on Peter Parker. Probably because he wanted that sweet extra power.
Yep. Web Warrior is notorious for being hard to generate power.
Yep. Cunning.
Yeah, very good.
Letting him take damage to get that all-important power.
So she escaped with just 2 hit points out of that beast activation, which I think is really good.
Not cost her 1 tactics card and a spike on the defense roll, but part of the game.
Yep, part of the game. All right, Insidious' turn.
The option to pass is still there.
Oh, I think it happened. It must have happened, actually, because now it's Coffee back on it.
I think this is a pretty good call because he wants more X-Men to be activated so that they can't respond to his shenanigans after having done them. And because he's not really in a position to do heavy damage to characters holding objectives. Possibly, you could have argued that Peter Parker could perhaps have done a web swing, placed himself within 3 of X-23, and slapped her with a 7 dice attack. Then again, exceptional healing is there, so possibly just would have been a way to pull that out, and I think he needs to get more out of Peter this particular round to get points back in his favor. But
all right,
yeah. So the pass is certainly a very reasonable thing to do.
All right, Coffee's decided to move Storm forward 1, and it looks like she's going to target ASM. Energy defense.
Question is if it's with a.
Oh no, Ghost Spider.
With a beam or.
Oh, is it? Maybe it's a beam then. Yeah. So Ghost Spider's first. Ooh, good hit. 3 hits, including 2 crits. No saves. Ooh, Ghost Spider is gonna.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's
so
gonna
3.
take it down.
Yeah, just enough. Just enough to take down Ghost Spider.
Oh wow.
Or.
She's measuring the throw. Maybe.
Okay, because I'm wondering, he keeps showing the 3 thing, so I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
And he's just spent a power, ASM. Is that to reroll something?
Witty banter.
Witty banter, thank you.
So yeah,
Right.
there goes
Ghost Spider
Gwen.
goes down. Boop. Witty Banter. Tell the folks about Witty Banter.
Witty Banter is a reactive superpower on the Amazing Spider-Man. That it means that if an enemy character makes an attack within 3 of him, he can spend 1 power reactively to force that enemy character to re-roll 1 of his attack dice.
Okay, right.
This is extremely effective for preventing various triggers, wild triggers, flurries, pierces, what have you. So it's a top tier superpower.
Right, and so she ends the turn by flipping the portal, even though Lizard is there. She got the 2 successes needed.
And Lizard is activated, so he can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. So
Gwen going down was not good for Insidious. Of course, it was kind of likely it would happen, but as long as he didn't activate her. Then again, if he would have activated her first, he would probably have had a bad activation, not being able to do very much constructive work. So I assume that's why Insidious chose to save her for later in the round, but unfortunately got punished for it.
Yeah. All right. That means no more passing. So, although I take that back because Ghost Spider didn't.
Means passing is.
He passed again because Ghost Spider hadn't activated. We've got a Team Connor chatter in the chat. First time chatter. Welcome, Panzer Harris. Okay, it looks like Rogue activating and looking to move forward.
Charge.
Yeah. All right, so she's charging over to say hello to Dr. Voodoo.
Voodoo, voodoo, he do voodoo.
When's that Willow remake or sequel coming out? Ooh,
I think it's out.
Look at that. Is it? No way.
2 first episodes or something.
Oh. That is 3 hits. And I think she has a pierce.
No, she has a sap power.
Sap power. Okay. All right.
Ooh, real close. This is what I talked about earlier with the diamond. He was not that far inside the diamond, so she is looks just out from getting close to getting within 1 of Black Cat's secure there.
So Coffey's decided to have her attack a second time. He's done 3 hits into 2 saves, so it's 1 damage going through to Dr. Voodoo. Dr. Voodoo's on 2 out of 6 hit points, 4 power. Okay. I think she could throw something. Oh, she has no power. She's got nothing. She's doing nothing. Maybe she spent it
maybe for the
sapping.
What's it called? Yeah, the blah, the Cree something, the mutant absorption.
There we are, mutant absorption. Yeah. And he rolled 2 successes for that. Or is it 3? Hang on, is it hits too?
3.
Oh God, that was a great roll. Jesus.
So Voodoo lost 3 power from that.
Yeah, brutal.
Indeed.
Brutal. That never works for me when I run Rogue, but there you go. Dice gods.
But now the Northern Secure is ripe for the taking.
Yep, looks like Black Cat wants a piece of that action. Although Domino's there, that's a little scary.
Yeah.
She's got stealth.
True.
Maybe she'll be
she's
far
got
enough
stealth.
away.
I think if she's a long mover, so she's quite comfortable placing herself outside of the diamond, making it possibly harder for Domino to reach her. I think that if he places like that, she's not gonna be able to reach her.
Yeah, it looks okay. That looks okay.
Say, well, there's still. I don't think he used his X-Men jump yet.
No,
So
I don't think so. And she tries to flip the trap, and he really needs this one. Succeeds, but gets a skull again. Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna make it tempting for a Domino to double move and flip it, but not until after Voodoo has activated, because standing next to Voodoo can be very dangerous.
All right. Flat Cat doing most of her job perfectly. A couple little misstep there at the very end, but not bad. Needed that thing to
Not
flip.
much to do about that.
Needed to flip that. Although right now the cubes have not changed hands either, and so Insidious would still be down a point.
That needs to happen.
Yeah.
For Insidious, if he's not gonna let Coffeytime extend his lead to 10-8 at least. And both the girls are yet to activate, and they are serious damage dealers.
Honey Badger,
especially X23.
Yeah, X23 for sure. But Honey Badger is going to go in first to kind of protect everybody.
For a 2, she has excellent output.
Fair. Well, she wants to stay within 3 of her sister so that their triggered abilities stay online.
Yep.
And she's going to move. I'm debating whether to have a Guinness Huggy. Should I go for it? It's still early in this game, isn't it? Should I go for it?
Yeah. All right. Things might go fast the next round, so I
would
wouldn't
start out. That happened to me last time or another time. Remember, I just cracked open that beer, and all of a sudden the game went crashing down to like a completion very quickly. All right, I'll be right back.
Round 3 is often the big turn.
Okay, so we'll get ready. Right, so she's done 1 activation to move within 2 of Lizard Man, and then I'll leave it to you to help everybody understand it because she's probably going to attack Lizard.
Right. Yep. Looks like that is exactly what she's going to do. And after all, why not? Why not get some extra power out of Lizard? So we got 3 hits going into 2 blocks, it seems. Meaning 1 damage goes through. And even if he had rolled an additional hit, it wouldn't have made a difference because then Lizard's thick hide would have kicked in. You only missed 1 damage being dealt to Lizard, Norbert.
It's just going to upset him.
Yeah. He did get a bleed, though, which is annoying for him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There we go.
As I'm quite certain that triggers after healing factor.
That's a good question.
No,
I don't think so, because I think people do that all the time, don't they? That they don't mind getting a bleed on somebody like this because it just heals right back. I'll double check it in the rules, if you can, or maybe you can take a look. Any accusers in the chat?
Let's see.
All right. Healing factor first. Thank you, sir. So you're right. The bleed still goes through.
Yeah, because the bleed is worded at the end of its activation.
Okay.
Healing factor.
So Voodoo seems to have gone down away from the top of the portal, and instead moved back down to this one here. Probably attacked Rogue, but didn't look like it did anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this activation was a mistake from Insidious because Voodoo was the character out of the two he has left that was in best position to get a point off of Domino or flip it back. Now Domino is gonna take that and bring it to a 6-3 for the round.
Yeah.
Unless so Insidious now has to fight for the for only falling behind another point instead of evening out the odds.
So Domino went up there, flipped the portal, but also rolled a skull. So Insidious has moved her back towards the middle of the board. And that leaves ASM and X23 to go.
Yep.
Which is at the bottom of the screen here. ASM looking like he wants to go and recapture that point, maybe.
Yeah, but that's going to be too far away.
Even for him.
Yeah.
Even for the mighty mobility machine that is the ASM.
We still haven't. Speaking of mobility, where are the slows? Give us slows.
Right, ASM's decided to attack Beast instead. Nice hit. Wow. That's 4 hits so far, 5 hits with the crit. And 1 save, if I'm seeing that correctly. So 4 hits going through into Beast. He's got 6. He's spending 2 power to reroll. And rolls 2 saves altogether. So he'll be taking 3. Nice.
Yeah, doing damage to Beast is nice and all, but he's not holding any points.
No, I'm not sure what the objective is with that.
He's right, and he's looking for the. He triggered the momentum.
Oh yeah, what's that?
That is if Spider-Man rolls. I think it's a crit and a wild on his builder. He gets to be placed. Listen carefully now. Within 1 of a character, within 2 of the target, and then that character that was within 2 of the target has to make a dodge roll as if
crash.
Spider-Man had just been thrown into it.
Right. So that was Honey Badger, and she dodged none of it. So she's taken 3 hit points now out of her 5.
Yep. I don't know if Lil Sis triggers on effects rather than attacks. So that would mean that X23 is allowed to move closer.
I don't see it happening, so maybe not.
Quite dangerous if it happens. Interestingly, though, Spider-Man now has enough power to flip the point. He needs 2 successes, then web swing and move once to flip
the back one. Oh, wow.
Coffeytime. Yeah.
Wow.
And then X23 is only gonna be able to get 1 of them back. Oh yeah, this is the Lil Sis.
Okay, Lil Sis is happening.
So that makes So now she's contesting and making it way harder to do what I just described.
Still worth a shot. You never know.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to try it.
Yep. After all, why not?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless you're really saving the power for something. There's the slow. There you go.
The slow. There we go. Yes. Yes.
How did he put out the slow?
From the leadership.
Leadership ability.
Peter Parker's leadership is that he can pay 1 power any of his characters can pay 1 power and put slow on someone. But this has created a bit of a problem now because that extra power meant that he can't the power he spent for putting the slow on X23 means that he cannot
go for the back point. Yeah.
So he should have he had 4 power, so he shouldn't have tried to flip the objective he was standing next to. He was just he would have been better to just slow X23, web swing, move to Coffeytime's home point.
Yeah, and
now it's
cause more problems over there.
Now it's gonna be easy for X23 to flip that back. And sure, he's gonna hit her now, but best case scenario is that he forces the exceptional healing to be used, because there is no way that Coffeytime is gonna let this slide.
Yeah. All right, the attack goes in. Ooh, not bad. 4 hits with a crit.
Ooh, there's the momentum again.
Nice. And the crit does nothing, so it's 4 into 2 saves. Wait, the crit being rolled for the save?
Actually, at least 3 saves.
3 because of the cover.
Yeah.
So only 1 damage goes through.
Yep. So he did not force exceptional healing to be used, which is quite bad. And now he has to do the momentum. Which is also quite bad, since now he's getting close to X23, and that's not comfortable.
Web Warriors seems like a really tricky affiliation to play. I'm not sure I could do it.
Oh, they're great fun. They're so much fun, but you have to plan ahead.
Yeah.
And
I'm not great at that.
And you need to consider your power management.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the chat. You're looking at the bottom of round 2. We just have X23 left to go. I'm not sure if ASM flipped that trap. I don't think so.
He did.
He did. Portal. Okay.
I think he did.
Right. So that's 2 portals to Insidious, 2 to Coffee.
Yeah, but the Coffee still has 1 activation to go and can flip it back.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure he did, and it's hard to check. Maybe if you pan a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
No, we can't see it. So
that's weird. Figure it'd be somewhere.
We'll know soon enough from the points.
Yeah. Hello, Sasha. Welcome. Thank you for acknowledging our efforts to dress up for this very special finals event.
And thank you, Sasha, for an excellent show yesterday in my sort of absence.
Yeah, he did a great job. Really enjoyed.
Yes, definitely. And even a nice background and all.
I know.
So professional.
Right. So X23 did a big attack there. I'm not sure into whom, though, because it doesn't seem like much damage went out.
Lizard, I assume, since
maybe Lizard.
He's taken 1 extra damage now.
Yeah.
And he is the one holding a cube.
Right. Okay. 4 hits, but Lizard saves 3. Has to only take 1.
Yeah. He's really good at taking exactly 1.
Sasha, we don't talk about those She-Hulk dice, okay? Do not bring those up.
Well, technically it was Hulk dice too, but
who's counting?
Who's counting?
Oh, the whole Swedish Discord must have been blowing up last night or Saturday morning.
Yeah, but like I said, I have after rewatching the game, I have discovered at least 2 crucial errors that I made, which which is a good thing. You can always find something that is not dice related to explain the result of a game. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what just happened there. There was a movement away.
They forgot about the slow.
The slow.
They forgot about the slow.
So he's X-23's attacked once and decided to move away with the second action, but has to move slow.
And we still don't really know who is controlling that secure, because Storm is standing directly on top of it.
Yeah.
And we didn't really register if he managed to flip it or not.
So let's say he didn't.
Earlier.
That would make it...
That would make it 6-3 for Coffeytime now. Me taking it to 11-7.
11-7, yeah.
It's tough. That puts Coffeytime in the driver's seat for closing out the game round 3, actually. If Insidious has managed to keep it at a 5-4, then we got now we have a 11-7. So yep, this is going to be a sweaty round.
Right. Insidious gets to have priority. But
X-Men are beasts, no pun intended, on pay to flips.
Yeah.
They're extremely good.
Ah, dear. Difficult. The cubes, to remind the viewers, are in X-23's hands. She's just here in the middle, so to speak. And Domino, who's all the way at the top. And the problem is that Insidious has kind of committed most of his forces to the bottom of the table.
Yeah.
So, like, these 3 points, possibly these... 2 points, possibly the 3 points on the top, are kind of safe.
X-23 really needs to go down this round, unless it's going to go bad for Coffeytime.
I did forget about Black Cat. She is on the top as well.
They forgot to... No, they didn't forget about Healing Factor, because then X-23 would have been on 5 damage now, after the power phase. But she needs to go down. And with it was unlucky for Insidious to not force the exceptional healing last round, because then that means it's still online. So it's going to be extremely tough to take down X-23 here. He's only 2 cubes. A lot of points.
And also mission objective is online.
That too. I only think that can save 1 cube, though.
Yes, agreed.
But yes, mission objective is extremely powerful in X-Men. And Honey Badger is also standing next to her sister, meaning that it's going to be really tough.
I tend to always go after Honey Badger in these situations, because she's just too much of a nuisance otherwise.
He is, but she's not worth any points whatsoever.
I know.
And points are what
wins the game.
Especially at this point. Ooh, is it time? Is it time for the obsession?
Could be. That's not a bad shout, but it's quite early.
Yeah, it is. And I would think that unless Ghost Spider activates first here, she's dead.
Not sure.
Well, sure. She has fallback, so she needs to get 1 shot.
She just needs to survive 1 shot, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, a spender from X-23 can do that amount of damage. It's not... It's certainly not above 50%, but it's far enough... It's close enough to be worth the shot.
So did Ghost Spider just pull Honey Badger in?
He did.
Yeah. Okay. And gave her a slow on top of it.
Gave her a slow, yeah. So pulled her in.
Oh, they did all webbed up. Did all webbed up as well.
All webbed up.
Yeah, so they're all getting slows.
There it is. All right, so now she's gonna do some serious damage.
All webbed up. Tell everybody at home. In addition to giving people within some distance slow.
A web warrior character can pay 3 power to put a slow on every enemy model within 3. And then for the rest of the round, when a web warrior affiliated character attacks a slow character, they get an additional 2 attack dice to every attack roll.
Wow, amazing. All right, not sure who she's going after. I missed the arrow if it got shown, but let's see. Not a good hit. 2 hits including a crit. That's going into 4 dice being saved, with 1 save success. And then cover. Cover, so annoying.
Looks like beast.
Now this is a normal cover, right? So if you're within 2, they don't get to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's the extra block from the reroll. Ugh.
Yep. So that didn't work.
No.
Let's see if he tries another roll. Looks like he's rolling again. And this time, woo! 3 crits in a wild. Good block, though. Good block.
I think he's striking beast.
It's 4 dice being rolled. The block turns into 3 saves.
Ooh, none of those crits turned into a hit.
Oh, God. Man, I don't know what it is lately. These dice have not been rolling very well in anybody's games. It's like, in my real life games, my dice have been terrible for the last month. It's been awful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm at the point of doing that stupid thing where you buy new dice, even though it's kind of meaningless. I roll blanks like all the time. It's just blank, 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 blank.
Yeah, then you should play Mysterio.
Thanks.
Or someone who counts blanks, like Loki.
Yeah. I think the dice guys would turn their opinion on me if I did that. If I messed with them.
Right, so disappointing activation from Ghost Spider.
Yeah, not nice.
Although All Webbed Up is online.
Yep. This was the second Sunday of Advent or first Sunday of Advent?
Second, right?
I think second.
Because for the first, second. So the first one was the 27th of November this year.
Yeah, oddly in November. Do you have a okay? Who is this? X-23 is attacking Lizard again. I guess because he's got the cube.
Yeah.
And he's only got 2 hit points left. So.
And he's not activated, and I think that Coffeytime is going for the throat this round.
Yeah.
So then he doesn't have to care about priority next round. He's also wider, so he doesn't have to care about priority at all. Just denying Insidious as many activations as possible.
Yeah, because he's only 5 points away from winning.
Yes. So he can even afford to lose one of his current points and still win. I think he's in a very, very strong spot at the moment.
Yeah. Do you have a little wreath or something with candles for Advent?
Oh yeah. My wife is all about decorations and candles and stuff for this time of the year. So there's almost one in every room, I'd say.
Amazing. My parents like that too. They had
this one.
We were at their place for the first Advent, and they had the wreath out with one of the candles lit.
Some weird relationship to that solar panel. Wizard should have Lizard should have stopped.
Yeah.
It was a lifesaver from Gwen there.
Lifesaver. Great use of lifesaver there. Really nice.
Yep. Not bad at all.
But I think X-23 is going to take it out on Gwen then. She's a very hostile young lady.
Yeah, which is not really ustle. Given the fact that
she's activated already.
Yeah. But hitting Parker can also be a bit dangerous. since he then gets power. He's currently
Yeah.
on 1 power, which means he can't afford a web swing.
Yeah.
So if I were Coffeytime here, mm, well, voodoo is of course a problem, but just double move, or he has a slow, so never mind. Don't double move. Get as far away from voodoo as possible, because exceptional healing is there, so it's going to be really, really tough to take her down.
All right. That's the end of X23, I think, right? No, another attack.
There's another spender coming.
Okay.
Into Lizard this time, I think, and now the lifesaver has already been used. So.
Ooh, good hit. 4 hits with 2 crits.
Ooh, and that's enough.
Save looks terrible. Yeah, it's 5 hits into 1 save.
3 goes through then.
Yeah.
Yep, because of thick hide.
Yep. Yeah, and only 2 needed to go through. So that is Lizard dazed and dropping the cube, most importantly.
Yep.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why, this is where you reserve attacking. You attack for purposes of gaining points, not for the sake of attacking. Some sort of card being used or something? What are they pointing at? Something? Not sure what. Anyway, let's see where this cube is going to be placed.
If it was up to me, I'd place it next to Beast.
Yeah.
Like that.
Just like that. Even further.
Because that puts a timing, that puts a clock on Peter Parker's activation. Because if he doesn't activate now to take it, then Beast is going to activate and run away with it.
Yep. Which he's excellent at.
Having 3 cubes on X23 is, I think, too dangerous.
Yeah, but he's just going to win.
Yeah, but that means if X23 would somehow be dazed, or by all means possessed by voodoo.
Oh, right.
That means it's 3 cubes changing
on the
hands,
floor. Yeah.
Rather than 2.
Sure.
So, I in general, I really dislike picking up more than 1 extract on the same character. There needs to be a really compelling reason for that to be a good idea, because that character just gets such a big target on his head for the opponent.
I think Hulk is a person who can pull it off.
Yeah, for sure. Depending on whether you need the points or if you score enough anyway, because putting it out in the middle of nowhere, forcing the opponent to waste actions to pick it up, is also pretty good.
How is it that she was able... Oh, she did the X-Men leap just then, didn't she?
No. Her spender attack has a move built into it.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie.
And it's a really cheap spender. Only costs 2.
Oh, gosh.
Really, really good.
Wow. Okay, looks like you're right. He's going to try to get Voodoo to help the situation down there. Again, a bit early in the turn. Especially with
that. At this point in time, I think it's about not letting Rogue have her way with Voodoo, because she can most certainly take him out if she's in that mood. I mean, a move here, possess X23, attack into Beast to possibly daze him. That would create an actually decent situation for Insidious on the southern flank, at least.
All right, he's doing it anyway. Seems like. He hasn't actually moved it yet. Keeps clicking things. There we are. He's moved it down towards X23. I assume he's going to double check the 3. Some chit chat happening with the players. There we are. Or is he going to move again and pick up a cube?
Beast hasn't activated yet, so
No.
taking him out is not a bad idea.
So he's within X23's range.
Mhm.
She's activated, but she's healed up. She's only on 1 hit point out of 5.
Note that you can use mission objective when you get possessed by voodoo.
Ah, wow. Okay.
So she can pass one of her cubes to Storm. I think they're looking to see if X20 if Voodoo can draw a line of sight to X23 here.
Oh, I see.
And
I would have thought so. But
I believe he can.
Yeah, for sure.
By a margin.
Yeah.
Even. But I suppose it depends on from which angle you're looking.
Yeah, sometimes with these, that is the hardest part about playing on the computer here. The 3-dimensional aspect of it. Just all right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Appears to be.
But not that hit.
I feel you, Insidious.
Look at that. There's not even any saves. Oh,
yeah.
God. Blanks and skulls. Classic.
Haunting.
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 You heard me and Sasha commenting yesterday. We just couldn't believe it. It was just disastrous yesterday. Every time we thought you'd have a chance, the dice gods were like, nah, like that.
Yeah.
Right. So Dr. Voodoo did nothing. Oh. Maybe he'll throw. Can he throw that? Yeah, he can throw that thing, but I don't think he's in range of anybody except for Beast, maybe.
Nah, and it's only a short throw.
Oh, it's short only. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, he's... Well, given that role, it wouldn't have mattered who he had attacked.
True. He gets a power for a skull, and he is going to possess... I think he's going to possess. He spent a bunch of power, so I'm assuming he's possessing.
Yeah, I mean, why not? And we also see 2 power being spent on X23 there. So
mission objective.
She is, yeah.
Yep. Sasha's saying the dice have already gone on their Christmas break.
Seems that way.
Right. So 1 cube goes on to Storm, and the other one in Insidious is electing to move just far back.
Yeah. I'm not sure about this because Beast has plenty of power to grab the one next to him where he's standing now and grab the other one and run.
Yeah. We'll go slow anyway. He's slow.
He's slow. That's right. Forget about me.
We keep forgetting. He's slow. There are a lot of slows. He could still get both, but ASM probably will go and clean him up.
Yeah.
Because he's only on 2 hit points left.
It's a bit. There's still a puzzle that needs to be solved.
Yeah.
By Coffeytime here.
Yeah.
But the activation, the number of activations that he has, whereas Insidious only has Peter Parker left to activate.
Yeah.
In that area.
In the area, yeah, sure. There's Beast and Honey Badger still to go, and Storm. Have you put your Christmas tree up?
Yes. Again, my wife is it's all about decorating. I'm a bit more on the conservative end. I like to wait closer to Christmas before putting up decorations and whatnot. But people are different, so
Yeah. What's this push?
and it's pretty nice with all the lightings and the glitter
God,
and
yeah.
the colors. So.
What was the push? How did Spider-Man get pushed short?
That was a throw.
A throw. Okay.
From Storm.
Okay. Storm's good.
Who now moves away. This is a very classy move by Coffeytime, I think. Throwing Peter Parker away, denying him one action, picking up a cube, and just dashing away into the sunset. Adding to the difficulty of clinging back for Insidious. I think this is a excellent move.
Yep. We tend to put up our tree around St. Nicholas Day and then take it down on Three Kings Day, January 6th.
Right.
Full month, more or less.
Also, he's not moving to the home secure there.
Oh, he's going to go try to get at the other one, maybe.
He doesn't need to contest either of those because Peter Parker can only flip one of them, and that's not enough. He needs to flip both.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but she should try to contest one or the other, but it doesn't look like she'll get there.
The hauler makes it a bit difficult, maybe.
Yeah. All right. She's just going to be safe with her 2 cubes. Yep, and she's done. Who's next? We have ASM and Black Cat still to go. He could pass. Maybe he goes, picks up that cube, and tries to flip the portal. Do you have a real tree, or is it artificial?
It's a real one.
So you had to go out there and haul it back in from the market?
The thing is that me and wife have a deal.
Yeah.
Where I would actually prefer a plastic tree.
Yeah.
Because it's so practical.
Yep.
And they still look very, very good.
They look fantastic now.
Yes.
You can hardly tell them apart.
She really, really, really wants a proper tree. So the deal is that she gets a real tree, but she also gets to do all the work.
Huggy, it's Christmas. Yeah.
It's Christmas for me too.
No, it's not. Not when you're married.
You're supposed to be resting, to having a recover from a very tough,
tense year.
Not be bossed around and do all these crazy missions, getting trees and chopping down the forest. Yeah,
no. Does she doesn't go to those chop your own places, does she?
No.
Not that traditional. No. She's got a limit on the tradition.
Yeah. If she wants to play, she has to pay.
All right, so that was ASM moving up and taking that cube. I presume he's going to try to flip the trap.
Yep.
Or a portal.
But I don't think he. I'm not sure he has enough power.
He's got one left.
Because he only had one.
Oh, he only had one to start.
Yeah, I think he's forgotten to remove it.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
There we go.
All right, so he's got.
So he needs to attack someone.
Yeah, I'm not sure who. It's either Beast, Honey Badger, X-23. I'm not sure which one's getting it.
The problem here is that this is not enough.
Ooh, great hit. Five hits into no save. Oh, one save. Sorry. I'm not sure who got it, though. Looks like Honey Badger? Oh, and then he has to place himself within one.
Yep.
Yep. Man. Oh, you know what happened? She used exceptional healing. That's why she only took one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But he only needed one power, at least, to flip this
Good
trap.
use of that card.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, very good. Let's see
so he's going to try and flip the trap, huh? And X23 gets to do Little Sis.
Little
so
Sis.
she can move up. And no, she can't contest because she's possessed.
Nice. Lucky. All right. Little Sis being resolved here. Puts him on the point. So that means nothing really, but for next turn maybe.
Yeah. I don't think this matters. No, this doesn't matter at all, basically.
Yeah, sadly. He does flip it. No skull. So that means Insidious has bottom trap and his home trap.
Yeah. Portal. So currently there is a 5-4 lead for Coffeytime, which is all he needs. And it's Coffeytime at this point. I would, if I was Coffeytime, take Domino, double move her to Insidious home secure.
Yep.
Flip it. And if he does, he has secured the win because then Insidious would have to flip 2 objectives to get enough points to get a 5-4 for himself to not have the game end. And Black Cat only has 1 power, so it's impossible.
Beast did 2 hits into ASM, who saved 1, so he takes 1 point of damage.
Yep.
Next activation, or next action for Beast.
Beast could also go to the same
point. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Point, yeah. Instead of trying to take down Peter Parker here,
which is very hard to do.
Very hard to do, and not necessary.
Not necessary. Most importantly, 4 hits, and we've got so far 1 save, 2 saves. So 2 go through. That puts ASM on 4 out of 6.
Yep. However, Beast does have enough power for a throw, so he doesn't actually need to take Peter Parker out. He can just throw him away. Into Lizard, perhaps, to put him on 1 damage to daze in the power phase, should there be another turn. And then Beast will have 75% chance to...
sure enough. Sure enough.
And if he does, then that is game. Then Insidious cannot bring back, I'd say. Not even on a theoretical level.
And
there it is.
Yeah. That dazes Lizard.
Lizard was already dazed.
Oh, Parker is on a 5 out of 6.
Yeah. So now there are too many points in favor of Coffeytime for...
Oh, sorry. What it was is he was rolling to flip the portal. Sorry, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so he owns the bottom portal now as well.
Yes.
Honey Badger gonna polish off ASM.
Yeah, they're playing it out for the sake of completion, I guess.
Sure. Why not? You never know.
No. And I mean, it's not every day you're in the cut.
No.
So from Insidious wants to savor it. The last activations.
Yeah, that's
making
right.
them count.
That's right. That happens. I've seen that in some sports as well, at least American football, where if the game's going poorly, they, in like the Super Bowl, whatever, they still get out like the second string players and maybe even the third string players to get out on the field so they can say they were actually on the field playing, even though it's a lost cause. It's just nice.
Yeah. Yeah, there's always something to play for.
Some aspect of the game you can salvage, if not the win. Right.
Getting out some aggression.
Yeah.
Taking out some aggressions on a single character. Like, all right, you won the game, but my God, I'm going to kill Spider-Man.
But he saved like a boss, so no, he stays alive. That ends Honey Badger. So now we're at the top of the screen. We have Rogue, Domino, and Black Cat still to go. It is Insidious's turn unless he passes.
He's not. Yeah, looks like he passed.
Yeah. So Domino's probably going to go for that home point. You got it, Coffee. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're inside the triangle.
Classic X-Men win.
Yeah.
This is what makes them very dangerous.
What is it? The mobility and control?
First class and a roster of really great characters with that synergizes very well with pay to flips. And if you get a fast extract on top of that, then there's always the potential for explosive rounds.
All right, he's flipped that portal. Is all of Coffee's characters in affiliation? Are they all X-Men?
They are.
Amazing.
So
it is an impressive roster.
Yeah.
Right. So that takes care of that. So all we have left is Black Cat up here. Who, let's see how much power. She only has one power. She's not even going to steal anything. Players are talking it through. Not sure if they're calling it a game. No, they're going to go ahead and finish it. Try to flip the portal with Black Cat. And she succeeds. No skull.
Yep.
I'm going to presume she sits there.
Not much else she can do.
Yep. Yeah, just to help protect the trap a little bit. And let's see if Rogue's got to throw. Is it for people though, or just terrain?
It's just terrain.
But she has no power.
She has a throw for people on her spender, but that one costs 3 power, and she only has 1.
Yeah, so she'll probably punch Black Cat for the shits and giggles.
Yeah, punch her, possibly kill her. Then
2 hits. No, she
So,
just went ahead.
nope.
She just went for the flip.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So that means that's a 7-2.
7-2. So that makes it
18-9.
18-9.
For Coffeytime.
18-9. Right. Should we jump over to their channel?
Yep.
All right.
Game.
I'll see you over there. Yeah, good game. All right. Let me go ahead and pop over into their channel. And where the hell are they? Where's their chat? That's weird. Let me see. Huh. Let's see. Where is your chat? Or can you jump into a table? I'm asking them. All right, fellas. Sorry about that. They must have used a private thing, which is very odd. But hey ho, let's see if we can get a hold of them. Jump into a chat channel. Just open the window, your Hill Connor. What do you mean, just open the window? Which window? You mean the TTS window? I should. I mean, I'm here now. I'm not sure I can. Okay, yeah, they've just thrown up a channel there. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Hello.
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 Hey, everybody. Is that Huggy?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, good, good, good. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for letting us see your game. It was really fun to watch on a nice Sunday evening or afternoon.
Hey, thanks for streaming it.
You're very welcome. So, I'm here. Let us start with let's start with Insidious. What when you saw Coffey's roster? What was your reaction? How were you going to plan out this match?
So basically, I was happy to not see Mystique because I hate dealing with deception. And I was quite surprised that he didn't have the live extracts I'm used to in X-Men, which actually made me less sad to lose Prio because I wouldn't have wanted to play on single extracts. My main hope was just not, once he won Prio, was just not to get sword base. So I think while Spider Portal's cubes is not my best flip, it's pretty darn good. So I was pretty happy that that was the one we ended up with.
Right. Okay. So was your plan to be about control and scenario pointing, or did you have another plan?
My plan was basically to try to keep even on the secure and accept that he was going to go up 3-2-1 cubes turn one, and then draw it back with my better extract play. Turn one, actually, outside of missing that one flip on my home base, went pretty much how I expected, and I was kind of fine being down 5-4 with Prio.
Sure.
But I basically, because he went 6 wide and had an extra extract, I kind of had to play some attrition, and I needed to deal with X-23, and I just could not put damage on her today.
Yeah. Coffee, what did you react with when you saw his roster and the crisis he's in, considering how wide you went? Was that always the plan?
Yeah. I've played this list a lot, and basically my reds are a little different in this list because if I don't get Prio, I do not want a fast game, especially against Web Warriors, because he's gonna go up early and I'm gonna have to play catch up. So if I lost Prio and we went with my reds, I wanted to have something a little slower. And I like pay to flips just because I can make him spend energy, and I have first class to really push me ahead that way.
Yeah.
So
why did you choose to use Domino as your center strat stealer?
I didn't want to push. Or why did I not use Domino?
No, why did you? Why did you use her as
X-23?
Oh, sorry, X-23. Beg your pardon.
Yeah, I did X-23 just to heal it back. And I pushed Rogue up the left side of the board, hoping to draw Black Cat or Voodoo over there to keep them from coming towards X-23. Is basically what I was wanting to do on the left side of the board, or my left, I should say.
Yeah. So is this your typical roster design then? These are your typical characters?
Post Malekith, or excuse me, pre Malekith, I played a lot of this list, and now that Malekith has been taken down a notch, I'll probably be bringing it back. I like to toy with the idea of putting Cyclops in there now and then, but that's another reason. That's another reason why I threw those reds in there. I didn't think there would be any blues on the table that I would like with Cyclops, but occasionally I hit blues that Storm doesn't like, and I toy around with that a little bit.
All right. Huggy, do you have any turn zero questions before I move on?
Yes. Coffeytime, I noticed that you had Juggernaut in your roster, and I sort of assumed it was for occasions like this one, with the spider portals to threaten the opponent's home portal round 1, so to speak. Was he up for consideration during your team construction at all? If so, why did you choose to leave him out?
He was. I like to leverage first class as much as I can. So that's one reason why I push X-Men more. I love X-23 and Honey Badger together, especially when I snag them both with X-23, because that gives her a protective bubble, essentially, with Honey Badger's taunting and exceptional embrace all online. I kind of knew that she wasn't going to get one round or one turned at least with holding 2 of them. So if I was going to bring him, I'd probably drop X-23 and Honey Badger, and on cubes, I don't think I could do that.
Right.
At least I like this better.
Yeah.
But I did put him in my list because I've juggled Hulk quite a bit. But I think he gets the nod against Web Warriors, and maybe all the time, actually. But I don't have as many reps with Jug either as I do these guys.
Right.
Okay, great. So Insidious, then you mentioned that turn 1 went pretty much the way you expected, and you were prepared for that. How did things turn for you though in turn 2?
Well, the one thing that turned badly turn 1 was Ghost Spider missing that home portal flip.
Sure.
Which meant I had to do it with Black Cat, which meant she couldn't grab one of the cubes, which meant her steal was basically never online the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
But turn 2, I think the big thing was there wasn't a great first activation with Cryo, because he did a very good job layering X-23 and Honey Badger. So with exceptional healing and all the power from the cubes, I couldn't really threaten them. And my hope was to get a big dice spike through to burn exceptional healing early.
Right.
And it just didn't happen. I don't remember who I actually went into her with. But basically, there were a lot of like not big deal things. Oh, and then the other one was just Ghost Spider. I was not expecting to go down to a 4-die storm attack. I thought I would have, especially with Witty Banter online. I thought, like, okay, he's got to do 3 damage on a 4-dice attack. I can make him reroll. The chances he gets her here is really low. So I held on to Ghost Spider. And I think losing Ghost Spider without activating there is when the game really started turning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coffee, Huggy and I were remarking that your game that we were watching seemed like a classic X-Men execution. Was this pretty much how you expected things to go, or was there something that you had to really sweat?
I wasn't expecting ASM at all, so that one really surprised me. I have limited games against him, so I wasn't expecting him. With him having 4 dice, it kind of gives him the ability and the long move to kind of go wherever he wants and flip things that are still contested fairly well. But I always want to kill Gwen because she does a lot of things for him. So
yep.
I always want to take her off the board if I can. So and stay away from Voodoo and Black Cat. That was kind of my goal there.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, Connor, why did you take ASM over Miles?
I'm actually a big ASM fan generally. I wanted to force him to grab the center objective early. Also, I was thinking I could go grab one of his cubes potentially, depending how he deployed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, ASM center can go flip any of the 4 spider portals turn 1. So if I need to flip one like I ended up having to do contested, he's really good for that. Generally, I really like ASM in spider portals. I was debating Miles as well, and then I'm not sure which. I might have stuck with Miles' leadership over Lizard, but I thought the speed and healing of Lizard would help. In hindsight, that might be the one change I make, just because I could not get any damage through, and I think knowing he would probably be wider, I kind of needed that damage, so I might have dropped Lizard or Black Cat for Miles, just to have a bit more of an all-rounder in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool. Huggy, what questions do you have?
I was thinking about, circling back to Peter Parker and all that. I noticed that you didn't get a chance to use his leadership that many times over the course of the game. I think you used it twice, maybe.
Maybe
Uh,
3,
I think
not
just
many.
once.
Not many times, yeah. So I was just wondering, what is your usual strategy when it comes to flowing characters, which at least I think can be very powerful, at least on D secures.
Yeah, so I mostly just played ASM because I wanted to play ASM, not so much for his leadership.
Right.
And I didn't think attrition was going to be that big an issue, so I didn't really feel the need for Miles's as much. And I was kind of right on that. But basically, normally I much prefer ASM on my secures because I think it's really hard to play his leadership when you've got pay to flips and a live extract. There's just too much interacting going on. So I don't really like his leadership in this matchup. I just decided I wanted Lizard more than Miles, basically. But also it lets you all webbed up on two sides, kind of. And I thought I was going to have to win the attrition, knowing he would play a bunch of threes. And yeah, I just didn't. I think when Gwen played all webbed up and got slow on most of his stuff, uh, especially since X23 was already slowed at that point. I was basically like, okay, there's a chance she can double daze someone here, and then I'm still in a pretty good chance to draw this back. And instead, she did 1 damage to Beast. So that was, I think that's where the game ended, basically.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Insidious. You know you should be very proud because getting to the finals of any TTS season is extremely hard, and you made it through. Played your match as best as you could, and I think it was really great to see you. How many seasons have you been playing now?
This is my first season. I only actually started playing Marvel in June.
Wow, amazing.
I haven't been playing very long. But yeah, pretty happy. I was not expecting to make it this far, and was really happy to not have to play a cut game against Priya Malekith.
Yeah, same here.
That's certainly a achievement to be proud of.
Every game not against Malekith is a blessing. So
I'm making the cut as after not having played that many months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really impressive. So you should be really pleased with yourself, and thanks very much again for letting us stream it. But that leads us Coffeytime. Congratulations, you're making it through. And now, Coffee, you're one of your veterans of the TTS seasons. Can you remind us when was the first? I know you took a break, but when was your first season?
I played season 3 with Guardians when they weren't very good, and Morgan slapped me around in the cuts, and I'll never forget it.
But then, when did you take your break?
Boy, I didn't play last season. I was on summer holiday, and I didn't want to risk taking a laptop with my wife and my family over our trip across the country and try to squeeze games in. I might have got divorced over that. So I took that season off, and then I feel like I took off the hired muscle season.
Okay.
Like 5.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I think I've been in the rest.
Okay. So, all right. So pretty regular. Have you been playing, though, in between during that break, or just this season?
A little bit. I've never stopped playing X-Men. I dabbled with Sentinels and hated them because they're so different. So then I've come back to X-Men. I'm excited for Logan to get in here.
Yeah, exciting. And you're in Missouri. Did you go to Warfare Weekend that happened just a few weeks ago?
I did not. I don't get to travel too much, so no, I did not go up to Warfare Weekend, but it looked like it was some pretty good games got in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've been to that one when I was still playing War Machine, and it was loads of fun and had great barbecue there. It was really nice. So look, Coffee, it's so great to have you back into the seasons and back in the cuts, and here you are progressing into the Sweet 16 round. We wish you a lot of luck going forward.
Thank you. It's good to be playing again.
Yeah, I bet it is. So looking forward to seeing how you do and hopefully speak to you again. Okay, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Thanks everybody in the chat for keeping us company, and most of all, thank you to Huggy Bear back in his hosting chair. Thanks for joining me tonight, Huggy.
Thank you, Norbert. Now I'm gonna go to sleep.
Very good. Have a good evening, everybody, and good night.